What is up, investors? So in this video, we're going to be talking about blockchain stocks, crypto mining companies, the big ones, Mira, Riot, SOS, the Nine, etc. We're going to be talking about them in this video because for the longest time, it was just Bitcoin was the main one that these companies were mining because it was producing the most revenues. Everybody was all for Bitcoin, and people still are, but now there's plenty of other cryptocurrency competitives out there that are producing some pretty real money. Now, Ethereum has always been big, but Ethereum has really been growing here recently, and it's been going to new highs, as well as other smaller cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin, Cardano, Chainlink, etc. So many of these different cryptocurrencies out there are now showing that they can produce some pretty real revenues, and more companies are jumping on doing mining. It is not just somebody that is in their mom's basement doing some crypto mining now. This is a real business that many companies are jumping on and producing some pretty real numbers within the blockchain. So now with all these changes in the crypto market, I think that these blockchain stocks, they have a lot more potential now than they did, let's say, like 2 months ago, since there's so much more going on now. So let's just talk about all these in this video and talk about some potential projections that we can probably see these things going to here in the future. So as we get to it, if you guys don't mind, please do me a huge favor. Be sure to smash, destroy, and annihilate that like button as always, because it helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and helps spread these videos to more people that might find it interesting. Also, subscribe if you have not already. And if you are interested in being a Patreon and joining the private Discord, I have one. Link is in the description. And thank you to all the Patreons. All right, guys, let's get to it. Now I'm going to show this real quick, but I'm not going to spend much time talking about this. But the SEC Chairman Gary Gensler says more investor protections are needed for Bitcoin and crypto markets. I'm not sure if that's going to be throwing any sort of a wrench at the whole blockchain stocks or etc. But something to be thinking about in the future. This could possibly have some sort of effect, but it didn't look like it really affected anything today, which we'll get to that right now. Now, as far as the whole crypto market, it looks like a pretty good day. I see a lot of green, especially on a lot of the major ones. Bitcoin, Ethereum, doing really well. We're seeing a bit of a comeback here with Dogecoin, currently up, looks like 9% at the moment in the last 24 hours. So Dogecoin is making some pretty positive moves here. But now let's go over and look at the crypto stocks. And what we can see is that as far as crypto stocks go, we got Mira, Riot, and SOS down. Those are the three main ones that I like talking about. We're first going to cover Riot Blockchain. Now, Riot is going to be having their earnings announced on May 17th, so something to look forward to there. Now, as far as Riot Stock goes, Riot had that huge run in February where the stock had actually maxed out at $80 a share, which was their 52-week high. Well, $79.50. But right now, the stock is trading for less than half of where it was at its high right there, and the price of Bitcoin kind of has been more stable. Now, I was trying to find out if Riot is doing any Ethereum mining because Ethereum is doing some big things right now, but I couldn't find anything other than Riot focusing on Bitcoin still. But as far as Bitcoin goes, Riot is making some pretty big moves to establish themselves as the biggest Bitcoin miner. So what I want to show you guys is that they recently just announced an acquisition of Whinstone Bitcoin mining facility in Rockdale, Texas. Now, the Whinstone's facility is the largest single Bitcoin mining facility in North America with 300 megawatts in developed capacity and is expandable to 750 megawatts. The transaction provides Riot with a clear and de-risked path growth by additional 450 megawatts. 100-acre site sits within a 33,000-acre Alcoa site and includes 3 buildings encompassing 190,000 square feet. Attractive long-term power purchase agreement, 3 institutional hosting clients, currently operating an estimated 950,000 ASIC miners, industry-leading development team of 100 plus employees, adds synergies and diversifies Riot's revenues with ancillary revenue streams from hosting, engineering, and power services. Total consideration of $80 million in cash and 11.8 million shares of Riot's common stock, representing 12.3% of pro forma shares outstanding. Post-closing transaction is expected to close during Q2 2021, subject to customary closing conditions, including receipt of required regulations clearances. So Riot has a bit of money going out into this, and this could be one of the reasons why Riot stock is down. But they're going to be the biggest gamer in Bitcoin mining as long as everything here goes to plan. Now, some other things that Riot has going on right now is they just recently signed a contract to purchase 42,000 mining machines from Bitmain. Once active, these additional miners will increase the firm's Bitcoin mining hash rate by 93%. So they have a whole lot of stuff in the works right now that can really help produce the revenues, but of course they're spending a lot of money at the moment. And one thing that I might do, though, because the earnings are coming out here soon on May 17th, is I might set myself up for a really good swing trade. Now let's look at SOS Limited. Now, SOS stock had this big run in mid-February, just like Riot did, and then it came crashing down. Now, a lot of that is because of a short report that came out attacking the stock, and it's having a hard time recover. But that's fine because it did put the stock more in a more affordable price to be buying it. If we were to look at SOS's 52-week range, the stock's been trading between 91 cents and $15.88. Right now, it is currently worth a quarter of how much it was back in mid-February. Now, as far as what SOS is going on, is they're expanding more into Ethereum, which is great because we know Ethereum is doing some amazing things. Now, SOS Limited said it has completed the first phase of the Libadong mine and that 575 sets of ETH cryptocurrency mining rigs have been delivered. The company said it expects to complete inspections and installations of the rigs in the near future. Once the installation are fully online and operational and the mining rigs are complete, the company expects to obtain approximately 400 gigahash of ETH hash, according to a statement. All right, so now Marathon Digital Holdings, also known as MARA or M-A-R-A, I'm covering them right now because I was going to cover them first, but they were supposed to be releasing their earnings on May 7th. But now it's looking like the earnings are going to be between May 7th and May 14th. So they're not coming out today, which I thought they were going to. Now, as far as the stock goes, though, it actually hit its peak in April. So much different scenario than what we saw with Riot and SOS, where they both had pretty good Februaries. Now, of course, Mara had a really good February as well, but it had a much better April. Now, currently, Mara stock is trading in the middle of their 52-week range, but the company has had some recent changes in management. So the first thing we'll talk about is how they just recently announced that they have a new CEO of the company, which was announced on April 26th. Now, I don't know if them having a new CEO might have something to do with why their earnings are not out yet, but what we do know about their earnings is they did give us a little bit of a hint of what to expect. Back in the beginning of April, they announced that Marathon Patent Group produced 196 Bitcoins in Q1, raising its total Bitcoin holding to 5,134.2 with a fair market value of roughly $301.9 million. And just so I don't throw anybody off, they used to be called Marathon Patent Group, and they just recently had a name change to Marathon Digital Holdings, so don't want to throw anybody off with that. Now, as far as the other mining stocks, CleanSpark, now they're currently trading for about half of where they were at their highs, but CleanSpark does have some pretty good news to report. They just recently announced that they were profitable for the physical Q2. Now, CleanSpark on Thursday reported adjusted earnings of 5 cents per share for physical Q2 ended in March 31st, compared with a loss of 26 cents per share a year ago. So that's really good news to know about. And I recently covered CleanSpark in a video not that long ago. This company is definitely worth checking out if you are into crypto mining. This is one to look into and do some due diligence on. Now, the 9, ticker symbol NCTY. This one has come down a lot from where it was back at its highs in February, just like Riot and SOS. But this one, on the other hand, was really high. I mean, their stock price was upwards of close to $90 a share, and now it is currently trading at $17.62 at the time of filming this. So this stock is taking quite a bit of a beating. Now, some things that the 9 does have going on at the moment. The 9 signs a deal for $3.2 million investment in Canada-based SkyChain Technologies. SkyChain Technologies is a provider of blockchain infrastructure services for construction of a 12-megawatt cryptocurrency mining facility in Manitoba, Canada. The investment consists of a Canadian $2 million convertible note and a Canadian $2 million private placement of common shares and warrants. Investors don't usually like when there's talk about convertible notes or dilution, but these companies also have to get money some way, so it depends on how you want to look at it. All right, this last one is Hive Blockchain Technologies, ticker symbol HVBTF, and this one trades on OTC, so just keep that in mind. But it is a penny stock like SOS, but the surprising thing is that this one actually has less volatility than the other ones. It's moving along more stable, even though there's still a lot of volatility because cryptocurrencies in general are very volatile. But this one does seem like it's not really making some huge catastrophic changes within its price. Now, of course, the price of their stock at one point was very low. I mean, their 52-week range is between 19 cents and $5.75. But as cryptocurrencies started making a lot of moves back in November, December, that's when we saw this stock start going up. And really, I mean, I really appreciate the fact about this stock that its prices don't jump, to $80 back down to $3 or something like that, something insane like that. This one, it does seem like it has a lot more stability within its price. And just to let you guys know, if you're in Canada or you can buy stocks on the Toronto Stock Exchange, it does trade under ticker symbol HIVE, but since I'm in the United States, it's trading on OTC under ticker symbol HVBTF. So just want to make that clear. Now I want to read you guys real quick this article from the Motley Fool that came out on May 5th. So the percentages could be a little bit off when I'm reading it, but when you look at Hive's performance recently, it's almost unbelievable. The Canadian growth stock has gained 1,032% over the last 12 months and a whopping 4,555% over the last 16 months since the start of 2020. The main reason Hive stock has performed so well is due to the cryptocurrency industry's boom and the fact that it's leveraged in performance of the main coins it has exposure to, like Bitcoin. And over the last year, Bitcoin is up by 540%. Hive, however, is also exposed to Ethereum, so that is a good piece of information. One of the major reasons why it's one of the top crypto stocks in Canada. And while Bitcoin is up 540% over the last year, Ethereum is up over 1,250%. Many still think Ethereum has more potential to grow. Even with high performance last year, more recently the stock has struggled. What's even more puzzling is that since February 19th, it also lost over a third of its value. Now that really doesn't make much sense because really Ethereum has been going up a lot and Hive is exposed to it. So we'll have to see what happens on their next earnings report because that is definitely going to be something to watch. And Hive is one of the better cryptocurrency mining companies out there, in my opinion. It's too bad Hive is only trading on OTC here in the United States because this could really have a whole lot more exposure otherwise. Now, with all that being said, I'll hear what your guys' thoughts are of this blockchain stock update. Now, I'll try to do my best to always keep you guys informed of all these. At least once a month, do a video dedicated on the major blockchain stocks that are out there. But of course, as you guys know, I do cover the whole crypto and crypto mining as much as possible. Now, in the not too distant future, I do plan on doing a complete video all on Hive Blockchain, which I think is a very good one. So please do look forward to that. Now, as always, everybody, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are of these blockchain stocks. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. New videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video coming very soon.